Chase Center in San Francisco. It's the Los Angeles Clippers facing the Golden State Warriors. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. A lot of experience on the floor tonight, Greg. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
Well, Kevin, guys are going to play smart, and they're going to be in position to make plays. So this could come down to just who makes more of the big shots.
That one goes. Count it.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Pass to Wiggins. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Green. The shot missing. Good D by Covington. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George. He takes it in.
Clippers foul. Marcus Morris Sr. That's his first personal foul.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. On its way from Curry for two. Misses off the right iron.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's the man you want running into the pick and roll. It's Paul George at the helm. He's got the ball and makes a great play.
And now it's Leonard running.
Kind of fun when you see his personality come out in this game like that.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing. A true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Poole. Just 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for two. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Nobody near Leonard. Buries it from three-point range. Leonard's got 7.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Pass to Poole. Green with the ball. Back to Poole. Three-pointer. The shot by Curry, no good.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc. Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
They need this.
Now, that's just called working within the offense as Thompson, unwilling to settle for a shot, has good vision, and then sees the open man.
Left side, Leonard. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Now, here's Poole. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Looney with the bucket.
Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down the Jays.
To the middle. Here's Powell. Back to Leonard.
Golden State foul. Gary Payton, the second. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And 1:01 left from the first quarter of the game. Leonard. The shot, no good. Payton with some nice D. Inside. Here's Looney. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
And George, here we go.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Thompson. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Assist goes to...
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Down low. It's Bielitsa. And he makes good on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Leonard's got 13 points.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a brute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hartenstein. Fires the 3. And Paul George good for the 3.
Free ball.
George has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
That's his first
timeout called the Warriors.
First team foul.
And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, then that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And the Clippers making a change here. And here is Los Angeles now. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And that one's good. Leonard's got 17 now.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
They double-team Curry. Stolen by Zubac. The 3 from George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective, and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Curry with a wide open look. That one's good from the corner. Curry's got his first basket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Coming onto the floor for your Warriors.
Warriors trail by 15.
Jordan Poole.
Curry with it. George picks him up to the inside. Green. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
They get it back. Nobody near George.
Paul George.
And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Curry. He doesn't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And that one's good, George. And that's 17 points for George.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Thompson outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Shot clock at 6. Curry can't get it to go.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
So the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
George way outside. Pass to Powell. Hits the three-point bomb.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Team foul.
Here's Looney to end the run. And the layup is up and in. Looney's got 6.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Yes, that goes in. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Leonard attacking. And then Leonard with the dunk.
You know, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there, just stone-faced, but getting the job done. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
That's his
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Clippers call timeout.
What's up?
Timeout, Clippers.
Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors dance team.
teams making some changes here.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Kevon Looney always willing and able to do whatever it takes to help the superstar talent around him get the job done. He provided the Golden State Warriors with such huge minutes in those NBA Finals contests.
At the line,
All the officials are all over that one.
Paul
For
George.
Los Angeles, they have had two chances at the line already, making them both. That free throw good from George.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Curry outside. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Right wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets it go. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Assist from
26 points for Paul George.
Now, Paul George right now invested fully in this game and on both ends of the floor. Relentless on offense thus far.
Clippers ball.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first
And it goes on
personal foul.
Draymond Green.
First team
Yeah,
foul.
I think you got to be cautious when you guard
Shooting
Paul
for the
George.
Clippers.
He's not afraid of the contact,
Paul George.
and that time welcomed it.
Taking 2 shots.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that.
That's
Guys,
his
with
first
his player on the
personal foul.
floor, he has answered all of his critics.
Shooting for
He's
the
certainly
Clippers.
playing at an elite
Paul
level.
George.
EA, thank you.
Shooting 1.
And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulder.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, just tireless from Draymond that time. He values each possession and creates a second opportunity that time.
Back to George. Going inside. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Well, Paul George demonstrating how elite he can be. It's a little tricky that time. I love it.
Back to Curry. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Green. And here's Wiggins. Green draws the double. 6 to shoot. It's Curry outside. Tries it again. And Green with the lay-in. Green's got 8.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Back to oh!
Leonard. Assistant.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Thompson. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
From Draymond.
He has 5.
somewhat remote odds of Klay Thompson missing on that kind of attempt. Just chalk it up.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Poole. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the... Jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Kicks it out to Wiggins.
Out of bounds.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Clippers sub.
And it's the Clippers ball. Powell with it. Picked up by Thompson.
Golden State foul.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson.
Thompson.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Jackson has a two-pointer. And that's good for two.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Back to Porter.
Jackson.
Payton outside. Shoots over Covington. Payton's shot is off. It's his first trip to the line.
That's his
And he's at
second personal
73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Shooting for the Clippers.
And he knocks down the first one.
Ivica Zubac at the line for two.
And both free throws good for Zubac.
Take your time, man. All right.
1:09 left in the third. On the wing, Porter. The offensive rebound. Back to Looney. Thompson outside. To stop the run. The shot that time, not on target. And the Clippers will come the other way. Jackson has the open look. And the three off target. Thompson surveying the floor.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds.